Hey, I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching my video. I moved to St. George area, southern Utah, in July from Florida, and I've really gotten into riding dirt bikes. I'm learning a lot, and absolutely just love spending time in nature and out and around the area. I've been riding mostly Warner Valley and Tokerville area, if you're familiar with that. Riding a 2018 250 XCW with a TPI setup, and it's been absolutely amazing. I moved here from Florida, and I've been riding motorcycles for 40 years, but very little experience of riding in the dirt. I've had a couple of dirt bikes over the years, but as you can imagine, riding in Florida is a lot different than riding in Utah, and I've been learning a lot. One thing I can say is that, meeting people that are generous enough to, take you riding and give you tips and teach you some of the skills that you need has been immeasurable. I have big thanks to Cash, who's helped me out, and some other amazing people that I've got to ride with, Kayla, Old Man Enduro, Mike. Meet Mike, or Old Man Enduro, Pat, and Chuck. From what Mike tells me, Pat is a legend in the Warner Valley, St. George area. This video is probably, I would say, maybe my 10th to 12th ride, I think, out here. It's only been about 3 months that I've been riding, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm also kind of, as you'll see at the end of this video, trying to learn how to not crash. This particular part of the trail, put a little freeze frame here to kind of illustrate the kind of second guessing my life choices at this point. I've been on a few sketchy trails, and what I've kind of noticed, especially when you're on the edges like this, riding along, is just that you really, don't look down, keep moving, and I made the mistake this morning of actually kind of focusing on the edge there, and so I had to sort of stop and regroup and start again to get past this part of the trail. I moved here with a YZ450, although it was set up with a Recluse clutch. It was just too much bike for me and for my ability and my skill set to be able to ride the trails, and I actually learned that pretty quick off. And so I ended up getting this KTM, which has been an amazing bike. So this particular freeze frame here, and you'll see this is a recurring theme throughout that. In the film business, we call this foreshadowing. So I took the liberty to actually create a freeze frame here and put a little circle around this. And the reason being is that there are tons and tons of rocks in the trail, and you have to, kind of pick your lines and move around. But I probably rode over 1,000 of those on this day without instance until the last one, anyway. And I also learned a new term, baby heads. So if you've heard that before, then you know. If not, I guess it's describing these rocks that are in the trail that are, roughly the size of baby heads. Anyway, we'll continue on here. Here I kind of bounce off of one. Luckily it didn't cause me to go down or anything, but yeah, just another rock in the trail. So this was the first kind of gnarly climb of the trail. There wasn't a whole lot of difficult obstacles on this particular ride, but this is one of the steeper hills that we had to climb, and this is Old Man Enduro ripping it first, and you can see he's smooth. Here's Chuck hitting it, making it look easy as well. Pat ripping it as well, and he's making it look like a piece of cake. And here I go, and this is my first of 4 attempts of trying to get up this, and I never quite exactly made it to the top, but got past the hard part, and we just called it a win and continued on. One of the things I like to do when I'm riding is if I can't get over an obstacle or go over a hill, I like to just kind of go back down the hill and try it until I can get it. I've learned a lot from doing that, and it's always great to ride with people that are willing to kind of wait for you to get through it. So this particular run up here, my biggest struggle was finding the right gear and carrying enough speed and weighting the pegs properly. And so you can see there, I have a little bit of struggle this first time. I'm running up in second gear. The second time I tried it in first gear. Third time I tried in first gear again, and then I think the fourth time I tried in second gear, and I was able to get a little further up. But each time was really just about balancing, trying to get out of the seat and stand up and get my weight properly on the bike to make it, and it was a struggle. A couple things that I've struggled with as a new rider out here is, one, when you're riding with a group and people are taking you out and showing you trails, I always tend to get a little hard on myself when I crash, or if I'm the slow rider. If you ride with good people, it really doesn't make a difference, and they'll always kind of make you feel okay about it. I don't think there's an expectation that after 12 rides or 10 rides that I would be as fast as everybody else, and and I am getting faster and better as I practice this sport. So one of the things I also struggle with is just trying to look far enough ahead down the trail and not look at the front tire when I'm going over obstacles. And invariably what I do is if I am looking down and I'm trying to avoid hitting something, I do hit it. And here's Chuck ripping my bike back up the hill for me. And that was after my third attempt. One of the things too is when I'm ripping up some of these little hills, sometimes you gotta make sure you're slowing down at the top, because you really don't know the direction the trail's going to take on the other side, and This particular time, had I been going a little faster or not slowed down, I might have launched myself
Look.
off the edge. Although it wasn't that steep, I am glad I kind of stopped and was able to figure out where the trail was going. And another rock in the middle of the trail. This was a pretty steep climb that I was able to do a couple times. I practiced on. This is the second or third attempt, I think, at this, and luckily I didn't. I made it every time. Was able to carry enough momentum and not have any issues. And in this particular run, I get over the top and continue on the trail, and as I come up to this cone, it looks a lot narrower in real life than it does on the video. It was definitely a sketchy run, but fun. It was kind of like a roller coaster. And I had a great time. Hey, and there's another rock in the middle of the trail. There's my gnarly dismount, and me and Pat trying to figure out
I don't
what
know
went
what happened.
wrong.
I don't think I was on the brakes, but I could have been.
Well, it kind of looked like it, but that big rock is sticking up right
Yeah.
there. It got tore out of the dirt. I don't know if you hit that, but that's about where you...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just, well, it crossed up on me. I know I lost front traction, but...
Right, so that's probably what you did is you hit that rock and it fucking sent your tire off in a different direction.
Boy, that knocked the shit out of me, dude.
You can go over 1,000 of them damn things and then they never do it, and then there's just that one.
Yeah.